Lakote water and the name of Lakote have spread all over the world. It was not long ago when thousands of people a day began rushing to Lakote to get the water. More than 8 million people have visited the village since then, and many of them have experienced a miracle. Drinking the well water of Lakote relieves the symptoms of low back pain, diabetes, allergy, asthma, atopy, and hepatitis B. It is said that the water has also effects on incurable diseases like AIDS and cancer. Magic Johnson, the former NBA player who was infected with the HIV virus, has also been to Lakote to get the water. Just drinking the Lakote water cures many diseases. Is it miracle water? How can active hydrogen cure diseases? Here are Dr. Shirahata's hypotheses. 1. Its effect on allergy. Immunocompetent cells protect us from infectious diseases by attacking viruses or foreign matter by releasing active oxygen. But they sometimes unnecessarily attack foreign matter, such as pollen, and release too much active oxygen, which hurts normal cells. This is the cause of allergy. However, if there is a sufficient amount of active hydrogen in the body, it quenches active oxygen to ease allergy. Number 2, effect on diabetes. Diabetes is a metabolic disorder of glucose caused by an insufficiency of insulin production by the pancreas, or of insulin activity, or a defect of the glucose receptor. Removal of active oxygen by active hydrogen eases diabetes because the insulin-producing cells and glucose receptors are sensitive to active oxygen. Number 3, effect on hypertension. Unsaturated fatty acids of lipids react with active oxygen to form sludgy peroxolipids, which stick to the walls of the blood vessels to cause arteriosclerosis. As a result, the blood flow gets stagnant and blood pressure gets higher. Active hydrogen, by scavenging active oxygen, prevents unsaturated fatty acids from reacting with active oxygen. 4 is its effect on viral infection. When viruses get into the body, immunocompetent cells attack the viruses with active oxygen and protect us. But if the number of viruses is too great, immunocompetent cells keep releasing active oxygen and finally kill themselves. Then the number of viruses further increases to cause infection. Active hydrogen reacts with excess active oxygen and protects immunocompetent cells from suicidal reaction. As a result, it eases infectious diseases. According to Dr. Paolo Carloni of Italy, it is possible that active hydrogen is efficacious against AIDS virus. After getting into human cells, the AIDS virus releases protease, an enzyme that is essential to its propagation. Active hydrogen has a tendency to react with protease and prevent the virus from multiplying. Therefore, the number of AIDS viruses decreases, and the symptoms of AIDS takes a favorable turn. Number 5, its effect on cancer. The telomere, a special DNA sequence seen at the end of the DNA chain, gets shorter after every cell division. When the telomere is completely lost, no more cell division occurs and the cell dies in due time. However, telomerase of cancer cells repairs the telomere, and the cell division of cancer cells continues forever. According to Professor Shirahata, active hydrogen blocks the telomerase interaction and makes the lifetime of cancer cells limited. As mentioned, active hydrogen contained in the Lakote water is thought to be effective against a wide variety of diseases. In the final analysis, therefore, the story of Lakota water is the story of active.
I think life is a journey. You come to this world is to enjoy the life, to be happy and healthy. So the day when you leave the world and you say, I'm happy in my life, I'm healthy in this life, because if you're not healthy, you will never be happy. So I believe happy and healthy are the things the human being always looking for. And I think next 30 years, because of the technology, the life science is going to change a lot. And people is going to live longer. But you can live longer does not necessarily live healthier. So if you're not healthy, how can you be happy? If you live longer, if you're not happy, why you live there?
If you are suffering from any chronic disease, you must see the doctors and switch to hydrogen-rich water. You should drink 3,000 cc's of hydrogen-rich water each day for 6 months. Meanwhile, you should check your physical examination reports each month. You'll see the difference 6 months later. The examination result speaks for itself. Medicines alleviate your symptoms temporarily. Negative ions strengthen your self-healing power and immunity systems and safeguard your health permanently. Negative ion, a gift from nature. According to scientific research reports, everybody can live a long life, 120 years or longer. In reality, however, few people have lived longer than 100 years.
They claim it's the water. Tens of thousands of people who suffer from illness or disease travel to famous springs around the world to drink and bathe in healing waters they believe have special powers. Studies of these waters have revealed a specific common trait: high hydrogen content, possibly the key to the healing powers. A Nobel Prize-winning biochemist once commented that hydrogen, not oxygen, is the fuel of life. In Japan, these intriguing healing water studies fueled a research boom focusing on hydrogen. Today, the country leads the world in the studies on hydrogenated water. One of the key researchers involved is Dr. Katsuhisa Sakano.
Excessive free radicals in the body oxidize DNA and proteins, leading to a domino effect that can trigger aging and disease. Stopping the oxidation process at an early stage is crucial for maintaining health. It is known that hydrogen has oxidative reduction properties. We conducted a clinical test using hydrogen-rich Izumyo. After drinking Izumyo for 4 weeks, the data showed that the level of lipid peroxide in the blood was reduced and the level of moisture and firmness in the skin of more than 50% of the participants improved. This is evidence that Izumyo's antioxidative effects remove free radicals and slows the aging process.
Vital steps to producing hydrogen-rich water include a cutting-edge membrane dissolution process for dissolving hydrogen into water, and a patented 4-layer aluminum package that locks the hydrogen inside. Start each day with a pack of Izumyo, the best-selling hydrogenated water in Japan. Izumyo. Live life right, the naturally plus way.
Hi, I'm Tyler LeBaron of Molecular Hydrogen Institute. I have a degree in biochemistry and currently teach physiology at the university. I have been researching the therapeutic effects of hydrogen gas since early 2009 and even spent time doing research on hydrogen in Japan at Nagoya University. Why am I so passionate about hydrogen gas? If you are interested in health, wellness, longevity, natural remedies, exercise performance, then you have every reason to be as passionate about hydrogen as I am. The rates of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity, and many neurological disorders are alarmingly high. The biomedical research on hydrogen gas appears to have marked therapeutic potential. There are a number of well-controlled human studies and over 300 peer-reviewed scientific articles on the benefits of hydrogen, some being published in the most prestigious journals like Nature and Science. Now that the positive effects of hydrogen have been confirmed in about 80 different human disease models, scientists are feeling very excited about its impact on disease treatment and prevention. There are 3 simple reasons why hydrogen is helpful. Number 1, molecular hydrogen can convert toxic oxygen radicals to water. It is the smallest molecule, smaller than oxygen, and can easily and quickly enter the cells and mitochondria better than any other antioxidant. Number 2, hydrogen also triggers an increase in our body's own antioxidant system, like glutathione and various other cytoprotective enzymes. Number 3, hydrogen exerts a beneficial effect on cell signaling, cell metabolism, and gene expression, giving it anti-inflammatory, anti-allergy, and anti-obesity effects. The interest in hydrogen research and hydrogen technology for health and wellness is growing exponentially. We invite you to be part of this hydrogen movement and subscribe to and share this website, molecularhydrogeninstitute.com, with people you know. The MHI website is dedicated to facilitating the accurate dissemination of hydrogen science and hydrogen technologies to the world. It discusses many important aspects of the hydrogen molecule and cuts through an enormous amount of pseudoscience and marketing hype that all too easily misleads the masses. You will notice that all the articles are highly referenced to the primary literature and not just one man's opinion. So please, join us in this hydrogen movement by signing up for free newsletter updates about the latest scientific advances in hydrogen research and technologies.
Wow. So this type of technology and therapy, it's affordable, it's effective, and it's something that every person can benefit. Can a young person use it as well as a senior? What is the category of use?
Yeah, no, excellent question. But because we're seeing that hydrogen does have such a high safety profile, in fact, every time we eat our non-digestible carbohydrates and our fibers, right, our intestinal bacteria is producing this hydrogen gas. So we always have basal levels of hydrogen gas in our blood and in our breath all the time, and so the safety profile is very high. So, and again, going back to the study from Sedgwick University, I mean, they're also using the newborns, for example. I mean, a lot of these done in infants or in neonates, or still in the babies in the womb, if you will, right?
Right.
And showing great benefits both to the mother and to the child. So it appears the safety and the therapeutic potential is very high. So this is why, for me, I'm personally very excited and passionate about this area, because it's not common that you come across some supplement or some idea or some method that is not only very effective but also very safe. The only thing in my mind that comes close to this is the best medical prescription of exercise.
It's been called the most important car since the invention of the car. A typical family saloon, but with one important difference. The Honda FCX Clarity runs on hydrogen instead of petrol, so its only emission is water. Pure, fresh H2O that is actually drinkable. So we created H2O, the first water brand created by a car company. H2O symbolizes just how clean running the FCX Clarity is. So clean, you could drink what comes out of its exhaust. We launched H2O at cinemas nationally, where Honda's Hands commercial featuring the FCX was playing. Placed in the drink holders of cinema seats, what looked like simply a free bottle of water was actually a physical demonstration of the benefit of hydrogen fuel. future distribution of H2O could include the fridges of service stations and Honda dealerships, where we can target drivers directly to further the conversation about hydrogen fuel. Honda H2O. Now isn't that refreshing?
Hello friends, this is Toyota Mirai, the car with fuel cell elements. In Japanese, Mirai means future. It looks like Toyota Mirai is the future of motoring. This car runs on hydrogen and its only emissions are water. The water is so nice and we can drink. Yes. It's like plastic, you know? It's nice. It tastes like still water. Tom, what about sparkling one?
The lining of the gut's replaced every 3 days. The skin that you and I are sitting in today is only 6 weeks old. Your liver is 8 weeks old, your nervous system's 8 months old, etc. One of the things I began to realize then is that chronic disease only occurs when you lose the ability to make new cells that work.
Yeah, but if you've got functioning, really healthy mitochondria, it's this same strategies that really activate that process would actually activate cell health too.
You have an emotional event, it gets that distortion gets stored in the tooth in that circuit. That lowers the voltage to the pump that's inside the tooth that normally pumps fluid from the inside of the tooth into the mouth to keep it from getting decay. As you shut the pump down, eventually you start getting decay, then you get a filling, then you get a bigger filling, then you get a crown, then eventually you get a root canal, and then eventually you get cancer. Because what happens is that progressively over time, you get less and less voltage in that circuit. And as voltage begins to drop significantly below the 25 millivolts, then things don't run correctly. And if you don't have 50 millivolts, you can't repair it. So when it wears out, now you get chronic disease. You have to have the voltage, you have to have the nutrition, you have to deal with the toxins. And so you have to do all of those. Quit thinking in terms of biochemistry, start thinking like an electrician. Do you have enough energy to make it work?
Part of your strategy is very similar to what I'm suggesting, is that we need to engage in activities that charge up our system, and one of them is exposing our skin, a sufficient quantity of surface area of our skin to the sunshine on a regular basis. You integrate a whole solid set of pragmatic recommendations with respect to diet and essential fatty acids and grounding and exercise. So it's the whole combination that is not conventional medicine, that's not what you've been told in the media that's going to fix your problem with some type of drug or surgery that can truly address the foundational cause of disease.
I will show you the science of actually how the cells work, and you will have more knowledge than most doctors in the world today because they still believe in the genes. You are made out of 50 trillion cells, and the cells are the living entities. So you are a community, not a single person. Every cell in your body has minus voltage on the inside and positive voltage on the outside. Every live cell is a battery. Every cell has about 1.4 volts. 50 trillion cells in the body times 1.4 volts is 700 trillion volts of electricity in your body right now. And with training and meditation, you can focus this energy called chi, and you can use that energy for healing.